Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I'm combining two things I enjoy quite a lot. The Vectrex and also Star Trek. This is Star Trek the Motion Picture, which came out for the Vectrex in '81, I think. And as you can see, it's basically a flying through the front of the ship and you're getting attacked by Klingons. This is the attract mode, so I'm not actually trying to control it right now. Basically, this is a little bit like the Sega game, which came out in the arcades and in the Atari 2600 and is a lot of fun. So you'd think, this must be a lot of fun too. It's not. I'm not a huge fan. It's hard to figure out what's going on. The sound effects are very annoying because your phasers, or I think they're photons in this game, are very repetitive and not a lot of fun to listen to constantly. So, and then that spinning Mexican hat up at the top, that's actually apparently a space station that you can dock with to refuel and recharge your shields, etc. So you've got three buttons. The number 2 is your shields, I think. Number 3 is for docking with the space station. And number 4 is fire, which they say is your photons. And yet I thought your photons would run out. Maybe that's the lines at the bottom of the screen. I can't recall. Interesting side note, this game actually was originally, or it was released in Europe as Starship without any of the Star Trek branding. And there is a modified version of it that I think the Klingons look a little more like Klingons in it, and it has a pause button, etc. But most interestingly, this game actually appeared in a movie in 1982. There was a film called Android. And to give the main character a little bit more of a bridge console look, there were Vectrexes logged or sort of installed into the console, and he would have a modified version of Star Trek playing on it to make it look like the ship was docking or moving or whatever. I wonder if they'd ever release that ROM. That would be interesting if somebody knew how to get their hands on that original ROM for the Vectrex. Anyway, let's give this a try. Now I'm going to actually play it. So here we go. Ready, Captain. And now. So I think that thing that looked like a box with kind of a. Where'd that go? Yeah, that thing up there is some kind of a black hole that I can dock with if I get that lines properly. Oh, geez. Okay, that ain't it. Let's try it again. No, I'm not ready, but let's do it anyway. Okay, shoot the bad guys. I think there's a finite number of the Klingons in each sector. You can use the black hole to get to warp, I think, to some other place. Nope, okay. Or you can just go. It's very haphazard. Like, I don't understand much of the mechanics of the game. The flying and shooting, no problem. But the shields and the data link, I think it's called, or power link, that I don't understand very well at all. Let's see. So I think the crosshair thing was my shields, maybe? Okay, let's see. If he shoots at me... The other thing is the shields only stay up for a second, so you got to really time it well so that you bounce their shots off your shield as opposed to the shields just staying up and protecting you for a while until they're hit. Okay, can I dock with the space station? Ah. Oh, I shot the space station! That's not good. Okay. No, let's just keep going. Yeah, definitely, I mean, it's challenging, and it's got a cool kind of Star Wars-y type of appeal, which is out of place for a Star Trek game. It's going to start getting harder here. Let's see if I can get those shots to deflect. There you go. There, I deflected a shot, and the other one got me. Yeah, so you really have to time it so that you're hitting the shields and that little crosshair thing comes together just when the shot was going to hit you. So not a lot of fun there. You actually get points if you shoot their shots, so that's actually worth doing. Now, I'd really like to see if I can dock or go through that doorway black hole-y type thing. Ooh, ah! Dang. Is that my game over? Maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, let's have another go because I really want to go through either the black hole thing, or warp, or whatever the heck that doorway is, or see if I can line up the the space station with the door. I think you have to get the door. Okay, there's the space station. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I think you want to get that spinning door to line up with your... Okay, let's go through here if we can. There we go. I went through that to another sector, I think. Oh yeah, okay, now you take on... Ooh. Okay, this is the Klingon or Romulan mothership. I think I want to just keep hitting that nose. Yeah. Yay! And now what happens? Do I automatically... Yeah. Alright, so... now I'll go back to Sector 1. Okay, let's dock... Nope, sorry. Let's dock with the space station. Okay, successfully deflected those shots. That's good. Hit it! Nope. But I'm having a hard time getting the door to line up so that I can dock at the space station. Because I just want to see what effect that has on those things down at the bottom. Like, both my shield and also the amount of damage that my ship... Or not the amount of damage, refueling so that I can get more shields, more photons. Oh, there's the space station. Okay, where did it go? It's over here somewhere. That's the other thing. There's no sort of rhyme or reason to where things head off to. Like, it looked like that guy took off into the upper left or upper right of the screen. Okay, not the shields. Come on, let's get... Oh, there we go! Haha, I docked! Ew. Sounds more like a horror movie, a horror game. So that has refueled me. Yeah, and that's the whole game, basically. You take on these various Klingon ships, or Romulans, depending. Bounce their shots off them. And you just play for a while, and you can go through the little warp gate thing and take on the big mothership. And you can fight more of them, I guess. It's not terribly fun, and I don't quite understand the Star Trek connection. I mean, I guess maybe they were just... It might have been some deal with Paramount. They were kind of, around the time of the first film, I guess they were looking for a way to advertise, and I remember Star Trek Happy Meals and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely possible they reached out to the Vectrex guys and said, hey, we're doing all these other Star Trek video games with Sega and stuff. So, maybe you guys will... Well, I both docked and died together. Yeah, maybe you guys will make a game for us, and this is what we ended up with. But I don't really like it all that much. It's not great. There are so many better... You know, the Atari 2600 Star Trek game, is so much better. So, you know, this is not a lot of fun. I don't play this very often, because it's just painful. I think that's me dead. Yeah, that's me dead. Alright. Well, I'm not going to play any more of that. That is Star Trek, the motion picture, on the Vectrex. I love the Vectrex and I love Star Trek, but the two do not combine well. Alright, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.